Welcome back, Transform Your Life for Successful People. Today is the 18 or 19 episode, I think. 19 episode, yes.
Yes.
And we spoke about, karma in the last three podcasts. How to release your karma, how to break your karma, specific practices. If you didn't check it out. The 18, 17, and 16 also episodes. And today topic...
Today we are going to talk about something different, something a bit weird, let's say. And the question is, how Taichi Qigong masters are using their power to do crazy things.
Wow, I love this topic. This is I feel really familiar with this topic. So I want to tell you some stories. One of my master actually is the master of my master, which now is not alive anymore. I was in China, and this guy basically went to the third level. Was a building with an elevator, and in those years maybe China was not so technologically updated, let's say. And so the elevator suddenly fall down from the third level. So basically this master broke totally his spine, and he was not able anymore to walk. So of course, he was really, this was like something that totally changed his life negatively, and also the way he was thinking about life, why it happened to me, why I cannot walk anymore. And but he had something really interesting. He was determined to change his destiny. He didn't know totally how, but he knew that with one specific tool, he could do that. So he thought, I know for sure that I can walk again. I will walk again with some specific practices which are connected with Tai Chi and Qigong. And I think at that age he was like something like 40 years old. He was in Beijing, and he was like, I need to go out after a few months from my house, and the wife, she was like helping him, of course, to get out. Where do you want to go today? I need to go to, and I feel that I need to go to the parks in Beijing. As probably you know, in the Chinese parks, there are so many masters, Tai Chi, Qigong masters, and so many other kind of disciplines, and they are teaching there. They are practicing there. And he was there because he was looking for something. He wanted to meet specific masters to learn specific practice that have very powerful and healing power. If I'm speaking about this in the podcast, could be like, wow, what is this? This is really controversial. It's a very difficult to believe to these things. He was going in these parks looking for these masters. And he found the first master. He asked him, I need to learn these things. Can you teach me? The masters look at him. He was in the wheelchair. And he said, I would like to teach you, but I cannot. Sorry, you cannot do anything with this. I cannot do anything with this. And so he refused him. He didn't want to give up to his dream. He was really determined. So he went to the second master. He was looking for the second master, and he asked the same thing. Can you teach me? The second master, he looked at him and was like, yeah, but look at you. I'm very sorry. I cannot do that. I cannot help you. The third master, he spoke to him, please, I really need to learn these practices, these energetic practices. And I know for sure that will heal my legs, my spine. Third master, I'm very sorry. I know what you are living, but it's really not possible. Is too much this. And I don't know how many masters he met. And at the end, the wife, she was like, please give up. This is crazy. This is just crazy. After 1 month, you just have to give up. This is your destiny. You have to accept it. And he didn't want to do that. And every day he still were around Beijing looking for this master, and he was like, I cannot find a master. You don't want to teach me? I will learn by myself. He went to the parks every day. He went to some where the masters every day with some paper and with a pen. He was taking notes the whole day, from the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning a.m. until the evening time, because in China when they are training, they are starting very, very early. And when they're training for a long time, 4 or 5 hours, maybe at least. So he was spending several months there. And after 2 years, this guy get back and found the secret to really stand up and walk again. This guy became the master of my master, of one of my master. And yes, I know what you are thinking. I'm not asking you to believe to my stories. What I just ask you is to be open and trust about something that is bigger than us. Something that creates you, something that creates us, something that creates this planet. And there are so many things in life that we cannot explain. For example, how some masters can really resist when 16 people, when many people in the same line are pushing one person. Physically, this is not possible. How can physically one person of, 60, 50, 80 kilogram resist 20 people that are pushing only, that are pushing all together with all of this strength, one person. Is it possible that? Do you think about it? So there are also some masters that I met, and actually when we are practicing the seminar, when you are going to attend the seminar, the karma healing, BMR, karma healing, body mind regeneration, this is a specific tool where you basically can also heal some parts of your body. There are so many stories about, for example, bone fractures healing. What? You break your bone and you can heal by yourself your bone? This is crazy. This is not possible. So, but in my experience and in my life, in my journeys, you know that I traveled a lot and I lived so many years abroad. And I went back just recently in Italy. And I met some guys, some masters that are crazy. These amazing things I saw with my eyes and I experienced with my eyes these things. And now my aim is really to share with all of you these experiences, not only by talking. You really need to, yes, listen to these stories, but also I invite you to try it practically. And when you try by yourself, that what I'm talking about is something that is not only a story about masters that broke their finger in a combat and then was totally violent, was getting bigger and bigger. There was like an infection. And with specific techniques, they were able in just a few days to recover that finger, the pinky finger. So, the little finger. So, is something that we cannot explain. What we know for sure in this society, in this moment, is that we are using only a little percentage of our potentialities, of our brain potentialities also. It is said we are using only, let's say, 4%, 5% of our total amount of potentialities. But where is the rest? Where is the 90%, the 96%? The scientific community is saying already this. We know already that there is something that we don't know. Even though we are studying a lot, there are so many things that are going on that we don't know. We have to admit it, right, Federica?
Of course.
So, the opportunity you have is to just listen to these stories and to try yourself. There are so many ways of doing that. in doing that, and already with all the practical tools we are giving in our Facebook groups, in our social media and everything, you can try a little bit. With our seminar, with our workshop, with our monthly workshop and seminar, you can really tap into this amazing power that some Tai Chi and Qigong masters shared with the world. So I hope that these stories, these things stimulate something within yourself, and leave me a comment here below. And if you have any questions, and we'll see at the next story, at the next powerful Tai Chi masters and Qigong stories.
I really love the stories. Really, I'm so curious about the next stories.
So write me here what you want to hear about, and we will see what to talk about in the next podcast.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, and see you at the next episode. Transform your life for successful people. Bye. Ciao.
Bye bye.
Ciao, ciao.